They say all Asians look alike, and today we put that to the test. Hi, I'm Disguised Toast, and I am Asian. And I'm here to show you guys that not all Asians look alike. So we're gonna be looking at pictures of Chinese, Korean, and Japanese Asians.
Stop me right there. Okay, so this seems really like, really, as the Twitch people say, Monka S. You understand that now? You're on Twitch.
No, I can do this because I'm Asian. Anyway, welcome to the new hit game show, Guess That Asian. And yes, I realize there are more Asians besides Chinese, Korean, Japanese, but those are the ones I'm starting with. I love all Asians, being Asian myself. Okay, nailed it. And see if we can guess which one they are.
We really can't do anything else that's not Guess That Asian?
No, we have to play Guess That Asian. Okay, so there are two ways to do this. We just look at pictures of Asian people, or we create a Twitter hashtag and get our viewers to submit pictures of themselves.
You've had bad ideas. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of the worst ones you've had so far.
Why? We get to involve our viewers.
No, you don't want to make a public hashtag.
I was thinking hashtag guess my race hashtag, not a racist thing though. It's more hashtag I'm Asian. Hashtag.
I don't think this is my warning bells are going off in my brain.
Okay, fine. Do you want to just look at pictures of Asian people then?
Why do we have to look at it?
Because I'm tired of people saying all Asians look alike. I'm gonna put that to the test. Can you tell the difference between a Korean, a Japanese?
You're trolling, right? This is a bit, right? We're doing a bit.
No, I'm not doing a bit.
No. This is like you're just.
The show is called Guess That Asian. I am curing racism.
Oh my god! Shut the fuck up! You need to shut the fuck up.
Okay, so you wanna look at pictures or what?
We should do something else that's less, scary, right?
Okay, you know how people have like siblings or dating?
Yes.
You're guessing their relationship.
I feel like that's a little different from guessing someone's race, just a bit of a difference,
What's the difference?
Well, one you're guessing if their siblings are dating.
Uh-huh.
And the other you're guessing what kind of Asian they are.
Okay, give me one good reason why guessing if someone is from Japan, Chinese, or Korean is bad.
What if they
Give me one good reason.
Oh, and also sibling and dating, I think they submit those pictures themselves, right?
Yeah, and we get our viewers to submit pictures of them. Okay, someone in chat has a great idea. Guess that nationality. That sounds a lot better. Welcome, everyone, to the new hit game show, Guess That Nationality, where we guess which country you're from. Fucking
oh my
genius.
god,
that sounds so much better,
that's
right?
Even worse than this.
Wait, guess that country is way better than guess that race.
Okay, let's just calm down for a second and really think about this idea, okay?
Okay, we can play guess that country.
Let's think about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're gonna let viewers submit their pictures, and then you're gonna guess what country they're from? Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna guess
now?
the nationality. Nationality is a better word.
Okay, and if you get it...
If I get it wrong, I will donate $100 to charity. So I can't be cancelled. Because I'm giving money to sick children.
Are you okay?
Lily, I really need you to work with me here, okay?
I'm trying, but I don't want to get cancelled.
Is it okay to guess someone's age? Guess that age. With viewers submitting it. So they are actively choosing to participate. Guess that age.
If they consent to it?
And the viewers here would consent to us guessing their country. Everyone, welcome to Disguised Toast's new hit game show called Guess That Country, where we look at pictures of your face and guess which country you're from.
So you don't want to play like TFT or...
No, we're guessing people's country.
Oh, okay, so you said nationality before. Now
Yeah, do you like that sound? That sounds better, right? My view is if for whatever reason I get canceled off this, it would be something really stupid.
Okay. I have a lot of anxiety inside me right now. I'm saying this because I'm worried for you.
Okay, let's live in a world where the worst thing happens. What's the worst thing?
Someone submits their pic. I don't even want to say it. I don't know what the worst thing that could happen. It just sounds like a weird idea.
Like a Chinese guy submits his picture and he says, guess that nationality. And we're like, oh, is it Japan? He's like, no, I'm Chinese. Like, oops.
I mean, when you put it that way, it's...
I'm trying to think. I'm running through my head of all the bad things that could happen with this. And I gotta be honest, I can't come up with a single thing.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
Then we need Michael here. Michael would love to play Guess That Asian.
Want me to ask him?
Yeah. Get Michael in here.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Michael Reeves, the guy who made a robot that detects people's face and guess what race they are.
Oh, Trigger Me Elmo.
Oh, an Asian! Emma remembers you from the assembly line.
This might be the best thing I've ever made in my entire life.
Toast, you're gonna get canceled for this. This is racist. I mean, as an Asian person, if I saw someone do this, I think it'd be fucking hilarious. But I understand that my humor is not for everyone. If I saw an Asian content creator look at pictures of their Asian fan base that they submitted and say, hey, can you guess which country I'm from? And he's like, oh, are you from Japan? And they're like, oh, no, I'm from Korea. Ha, you were wrong. Guess you can't tell Asians apart. Guess all Asians look the same, like they say, haha. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, that's so offensive. Twitter and woke culture will go after you. I mean, that's fine. From what I've learned, Twitter and woke culture goes for everyone. I do try and keep an open mind and avoid doing anything that would actually like hurt people. Like, the goal of it is to hurt people's feelings. But I don't think what I'm doing is trying to hurt people's feelings. I'm trying to play into that whole like kind of stereotype that Asian people experience, that all Asians look the same. And they're like, oh yeah, they all look the same. And I don't think that's the case. I think there are ways to tell like different Asians apart.
Sounds racist. I'm in.
Why are you so excited?
Michael, you want to play Guess That Asian?
Yeah, sounds racist.
No. We're doing it in a tasteful way.
Oh, well then yeah.
Why did he agree so easily?
He made a bot that triggered me Elmo, right?
I did.
Yeah.
It's racist. What is Guess That Asian?
You know how people say all Asians look the same?
Yeah.
But I think there are like subtle differences in like between Koreans, Japanese, and Japanese people. And as an Asian person, we always say, oh, are you Korean? Because we can kind of have an inkling, but we're never 100% sure. But when it comes to white people, they're like, oh, all Asians look the same. So we're essentially trying to prove that there are differences in the way we look.
And what if we guess everything wrong?
We guess everything wrong?
Yeah.
Statistically, we're supposed to have a 33% correct rate.
There's only 3 Asians.
And if,
There's a lot more Asians.
that is true. We could open this up to every single Asian.
Also, you only want those.
Well, you could do like an easy mode and then a hard.
I think you just, those 3 gets confused the most.
That's true, but I think that's because people only know those 3 the most, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, we recognize that there are more than 3 kinds of Asians, but there is a more obvious difference between an Indian person and a Chinese person.
Okay.
Like that would be too easy to guess. So we're essentially saying, hey, people of the world, you can't tell differences between Asian people.
We're just looking at pictures.
Yeah, and then we place our bets.
He wants viewers to submit their own pictures using a hashtag. Tell him it's a bad idea.
Hashtag Guess That.
Tell him it's a bad idea, right?
It might be more for YouTube content.
Stream, I feel like it's dicey because like, what if people can misuse the hashtag, you know?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have to,
they
like,
could.
see everything. What if they use like someone else's picture and it's not actually them?
You're really scared of being canceled, huh?
Bro, I don't want to be canceled. I see what happens to you.
Uh-huh. What happened to me?
It was really scary. All of a sudden, there's 600 cult retweets.
Yeah, I seem to be doing fine though now, right?
That's true.
If anything,
You're doing better.
doing better. So we should
God,
get
you're
canceled
right.
even more.
You can't argue with that. You really can't.
Okay, well, good talk.
Oh, we can play games.
Games are great. I love games.
Michael, do you want to play any games?
What are you guys gonna play?
Naruto, Fortnite.
Alright, I'm gonna go update it.
Okay. All right, chat. While that's installing, we're gonna play Guess That. I don't think it's that offensive, but maybe I'm just out of date with the young people. But I don't know, like 40% of my Twitch chat is freaking out about me being racist. I can't speak for everyone's experience with racism, and everyone's line is different. I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about race and exploring the idea of, does all Asians look the same? I think people imagine me going, oh, this guy must be Chinese because his eyes are small. It's not like that. There are different features when it comes to Japanese, Korean, and Chinese people. I lived in Taiwan, I lived in Malaysia, I lived in China, I lived in Korea. I haven't been to Japan, actually. That's one place I haven't been to. Half my family is from Korea, half my family is from China, and I watch a lot of anime. So I'm pretty exposed to each culture, right? If other Asian people are saying it's racist or offensive to them, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. But it is something I would maybe explore one day. Don't let people tell you what to be and what to not be. Well, I want to be respectful. I think there is a place in the world for like more exploratory. Toast, there's a YouTube video that does this and not get canceled. Wait, there is? It's controversial. I don't think, is it controversial to ask people, hey, what country are you from, if you want us to guess it, right? Is that controversial? Some people might take it wrong. I think that's a fair point. It's not necessarily I'm offensive. It's that I think more bigoted people might use it to justify their own prejudice, which I think is a very fair argument. That I can agree with. But saying the act itself is racist, that I don't agree with. I think that's a good point. Because I do everything with a high level of irony, it's important to be very clear of when I'm being ironic, because I have seen that happen before, where you're playing a stupid character with very backwards belief, and most people get it, but people who might share those backward beliefs, it's like, hey, here's a guy who share my beliefs. And I think to do something like that, you would have to make it clear that people with these beliefs are stupid, right? I'll think about it some more. I think just now when I was talking to Sydney about like, oh, which stand-up comedian you like, you have watched, I said, oh yeah, I watched Dave Chappelle. And even that statement alone triggered so many people in chat. I didn't give my opinion on it. I didn't say it was good or bad, or I agree with what I said. I just said, oh, I watched Dave Chappelle. And I saw in chat like people saying, oh, so you hate this group of people, or this type of people, huh? It's like, no, I just said I watched Dave Chappelle. That's the one part I don't like about cancel culture. Well, there are many things I don't like about cancel culture, is that you will make statement A and they will create statement B, C, D, and E as a result of your statement A. Dave Chappelle sounds out of touch. Yeah, I agree. I saw bits and pieces of the latest Netflix special. I think he is out of touch, and some of the things he says can be hurtful. But he's a pretty old comedian, right? And he grew up in a very different era. But all I said was I watched Dave Chappelle, and that's it. And people are equating that to like me agreeing with hate crimes. It's insane. And it's insane, like, there are people like that who jumps to those conclusions in my chat, because I feel like I've never really advocated for those kinds of things either. So I don't really know where these viewers are coming from as well. People just want a reason to cancel you. Yeah, I realized that earlier this year when it was happening. Toast, do you think you dig yourself into a deeper hole by not acting remorseful? I apologize for hurting people's feelings. I hate the idea of hurting people's feelings. And I never do content with the intent of hurting people's feelings. But when I do say like edgy stuff and people's feelings are hurt, I can recognize that. And I said, I'm very sorry in those situations. Does it mean I'll make less edgy jokes? No, but I'll give it a second thought before I do so. I think edgy jokes are funny. It's my humor. And I said in my apology, sorry if you're offended. If stuff like this offends you, please don't watch my content. And that's not a fuck off, don't watch my content. It's like, for your own sake, if something like this is really sensitive to you and like it makes you angry or sad or upset, then it would be best for you to stop watching, right? I think that's just basic common knowledge. If you are looking at something that offends you, and if the first time I understand, but then you go and look at it again, it's like looking at the sun and it hurts your eyes. Ow, my eyes hurt. And you now know, okay, I shouldn't look at the sun. It's not good for me. And then you look at the sun again. At some point, I can't do much about that. Like, the sun's gonna be there. I'm not gonna tell, hey sun, stop being so bright. You're hurting my eyes. I wonder if the sun will get canceled one day. Put on sunglasses. All right, enough about cancel culture. I think it's easier just to not talk about cancel culture because people will get offended that you're even talking about it. People who you're not talking about, and they'll come after you. And normally that's fine, but it gets kind of annoying. It's nice that you talk about it because not many people want to speak about it. I can understand why. People will just start making things up about you or jumping to conclusion. But I really do appreciate the viewers who actually sit and listen and is willing to discuss about it and not just yell racist or sexist or whatever, right? It is definitely fine to disagree with me. But again, even just listening to me, I really appreciate it because you guys are thinking for yourselves, right? I'm not asking you guys to agree with me. It's like, just think about it. Because that's one thing I really want from my viewers is for them to just think for themselves. And if they don't agree with something I'm doing, raise it in a respectful way and I'll listen to you guys. And if we don't agree on some things, then we don't have to agree on some things. Because you guys are going to grow up. You guys are going to be an adult. You guys are going to have a job. You guys are going to go to university, go to classes, meet people, right? And it's really important for you guys to know what your values are, not just what an influencer on the internet. If your biggest problem is what a streamer said on his stream on the internet on any given day, then that's not a good sign, right? If your opinion on important topics is just what other people are echoing, then that's not a good sign either. So it's important for you guys to think for yourselves. So are you saying I'm a child? Well, I'm 30, so I'm pretty old. I would say half the viewers are younger than 30 in here. Maybe more than half. 60%, 70%. 20% older. Maybe it's an 80-20 split. And I still feel relatively young. And I don't have my shit figured out. I had to learn. I learned a lot in these last 2 years. Probably more than I've ever learned. But I know when you're like younger, when you're young, I feel like every year you're in feels like the most important year. Like when I was 18, I'm like, oh, 18, that's the most important. That's like the age you can go to porn sites. 21 is the year you start drinking. This is when life begins. But even now in my 30s, like, okay, this is the start of my 30s. This is where adulthood happens.